This village was once on the world map for its scythe making. That is, until it lost its edge to mechanisation. Where am I? Find out as we escape to the country. On today's show, I'm hitting the road with a pair of keen cyclists to help them make a big move. And it's safe to say our couple aren't completely in tandem about what they want from a property. You should have seen his face when you said, "Oh, I really like it." He was like...
Yeah, I was amazed.
But then the mystery house rides to the rescue once again.
We're singing from the same hymn sheet. This
Yeah,
is
that's
good.
unusual.
Really? What hymn are you singing? Glory, glory, hallelujah is what I'm singing. Today I'm in Worcestershire, and this is the village of Belbroughton, which from the 1500s produced scythes and cutting tools for around 4 centuries. Well, the iron forges and the knife sharpening mills produced tools that were shipped all over the world. In fact, they were used to clear the Everglades in the USA. Well, mechanisation came along and the industry dwindled, and back in 1968, Belbroughton here saw its final mill close forever. Well, the industry may be gone, but as far as the countryside's concerned, Worcestershire is still a cut above the rest. The county of Worcestershire is bordered by Herefordshire to the west, Gloucestershire to the south, and Warwickshire to the east. While the north of the county is home to conurbations such as Kidderminster and Bromsgrove, head south and you'll discover its rural heart around the towns of Malvern and Evesham, which are famed for their mineral water and asparagus production. But it is Worcester, holding court in the middle, that ties the two halves of the county together. The birthplace of Sir Edward Elgar and home of Royal Worcester porcelain. It's also the city that Churchill's government planned to decamp to in the event of a Nazi invasion. So it would appear that we're not the first to think that Worcestershire is the perfect place to escape to the country. Now then, the cost of an average detached property here in Worcestershire is around £260,000. That's roughly £6,000 above national average. But for this price, you could be looking at locations like the pretty market town of Malton or Pershore. Lovely they are. But if you want something a little bit more spectacular, then head south in the county towards the Cotswolds. But here, let me warn you that detached properties are highly sought after and bargains hard to come by. But Worcestershire is most definitely a county with charm and character. Head to the north of the county to villages like Bewdley and you'll find fantastic timbered properties, some dating back to the 17th century. A house of this style with 4 bedrooms typically costs from around £300,000 to £425,000. If that's too much space for you, then the honeystoned cottages of the Cotswolds may be a better option. Here, from around £275,000 to £375,000, you'll get just 2 bedrooms, but with buckets of charm. And if land is your top priority, then the Fields of Worcester offer an array of traditional farmhouses. Expect to pay upwards of £800,000 for one of these, especially if you want plenty of acres to play with. So, what are we looking for? Let's meet the buyers. Peter and Susan have lived in their 4-bedroomed house in the busy town of Ulverston in Cumbria for the past 33 years, having originally made the move from the Isle of Man. But now Peter has retired from his banking job and Sue has given up her career as a health worker. They're planning on a new challenge in the shape of a countryside business in the county of Worcestershire.
Something that I've wanted to do for quite a while and thought about is running a self-catering business, so that we would like to have a house either with an annex or some cottages in the garden or some outbuildings that we could convert and do self-catering holidays.
Well, they're certainly not after the quiet life. And along with a new commercial venture, family unity is also a key consideration.
Part of the reason we want to move to the Worcester area is because I'll be near my sister. She has a son, Ashley, who's got Down syndrome, and it would be really nice to give her a break so that she can have a bit more freedom to go off on holiday without having to find carers, and that Ashley would be happy to come to us and we'd be happy to have him.
So a welcoming home for all the family and space for paying guests is high on the agenda. But that's not quite the end of the property wish list.
We don't really want a huge garden, maybe half an acre. Something where we could maybe have a vegetable patch and grow a few flowers. And I would like to have a garage there. I've got about half a dozen bikes and we've got a nice car outside which we want to have covered up for a change.
Keeping the car pristine is one thing, however, it's Peter and Susan's joint passion for pedal power that really gets their hearts racing.
Well, I got into cycling when I lived in the Isle of Man, and some years later I was lucky enough to be chosen for the Commonwealth Games, or the Empire Games as it was known in those days. And I went to Australia in December 1962.
I got into cycling because of Peter. He encouraged me to do it, and it's really enjoyable. It's something we can do together, and you can see so much more from a bicycle than you can from a car.
And they both think diving feet first into community life will be a vital step in their success.
We had some good advice, didn't we, when we moved from the Isle of Man, that join everything. So it is important to get stuck in with whatever's on offer, really. Don't want to be just those people from up north who never speak to anybody.
I don't think there's much chance of that. So let's talk money.
Our budget for this move is £600,000.
Peter and Susan are particularly keen on living within a 20-mile radius of Susan's sister in the village of Welland, which lies 16 miles west of Evesham and 11 miles south of Worcester. I caught up with them on Worcestershire soil to discover more about their rural move. Well, both welcome to Worcestershire, the Malvern Hills. Quite nice, isn't it?
It's lovely.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Why this area in particular?
Well, we're both retired now, and we've sort of had where we've lived imposed on us in the past, so this is somewhere where we would choose to live, and also I've got family down here. I want to start a business up as well, so we want to sort of have a self-catering annex or self-catering something in the garden.
Right.
And so that's the new career, as it were.
But interesting, this is for you. This is exactly, so we've got to
This
find
is for
something
us.
that you really, really want.
Yes, yeah. So yes, I hope for a house with, at least 3 bedrooms. The annex is very important, or the self-catering. Nice big kitchen.
How did I know you were going to say that?
It's the heart of the home, isn't it?
Is he the cook?
Sort of. You can. It's very good
I
soup.
start and then she takes over and kicks me out.
He
So
does a
that-
good soup.
Don't do it like that.
And what about budget?
You
Up
better
to
talk about budget.
600,000
if it's the right place.
it's the right place. Yeah.
Okay, well, as usual, we've got 3 properties to show you. One of them being the mystery property, which will fill you with delight or incite you to hate a certain Welshman not a million miles away. Let's hope it's not that. Should we get going?
Yeah,
Come on.
great.
It's easier walking down.
Yes.
For their budget of £600,000, Peter and Susan are looking for a detached property with 3 to 4 bedrooms. A big kitchen for keen cook Susan, a garage for a car and bikes, a manageable garden for Peter's veg growing, and an annex or outbuildings with rental potential. We found 3 fabulous properties we think they'll find hard to resist, but I won't be revealing the price of each until they've had a guess first. The last of these is, of course, the mystery house, which they may want to go above and beyond to live in. But first, we're heading to house number 1. We're travelling 12 miles east of Worcester, near to the village of Inkbarrow. It's one of Worcestershire's largest villages. It's home to 2 traditional British pubs, a well-stocked local shop, and a church that dates back to the 13th century. Just south of Inkbarrow is the beautiful village of Abbotsmorton, one of the county's oldest settlements, which is chock full of half-timbered 17th and 18th century buildings. So this is the village of Abbotsmorton.
Very nice. Well, it's so quiet, and where we were before, we could always hear the road. So this is just perfect.
Yeah, lots of traffic. Nothing, just bird song. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
That's what we want. Yeah.
Excellent. You're saying all the right things. Let's hope you are when we see the property.
Yeah.
Should we go have a look at it?
Yes, please.
Come on then,
Thank
let's
you.
It seems this peaceful location is just what Peter and Susan are looking for. Time to see property number 1, a Grade 2 listed 17th century cottage, which was once the blacksmith's house. The plot's about 1/3 of an acre.
Yeah. Oh, that's just right.
As you see, double garage. They've also got a little vegetable plot there as well.
Double garage with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, well, that's you happy.
So initial impressions, you like it?
Yeah,
Very
we do.
nice, yeah.
Well, I do. Can't speak for you, but I do.
No, I
Do
do.
you like it?
Yes, I do, yes.
Okay, let's get in. Have a look. Come
Okay,
on.
super.
Well, we're off to a flying start with this one. Peter's happy with his double garage, but let's see if they both like the space inside. Come on through. Let me show you one of the living spaces first of all.
Okay.
I think this room's lovely.
This is lovely,
Oh,
yeah.
isn't it gorgeous?
I love all the wood.
High enough up to not bang your head, isn't it?
That was my major worry, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. Well, let's see if you're saying that when you walk underneath this bin.
Yeah. Does it fit?
Yes.
He does.
Yeah.
We'll walk
And
with
I've stopped
confidence.
growing.
Yeah.
You stop growing.
Yeah.
And then, as you see, you've got this really impressive
Yes.
middle-look fireplace.
Yeah.
That's just amazing.
Yeah.
With a bread oven. Is that a
The
bread
bread oven,
oven?
yeah, it was originally a bread oven, but
Yeah.
it's now just what you see there is just
Yeah.
the facade.
Yeah.
So behind the oven, you've got another little living space, which the current owners use as a TV room.
Right.
Good size. But let me take you through to the kitchen, shall I?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting excited.
I like it when you're excited.
There we go.
So, come on through to your kitchen.
Oh, right.
Oh right. What does that oh right mean? I think I know what it means.
Bit small.
Is it?
Very nice. Nice units and everything.
Very bright.
And very bright.
bright, yeah.
But I'm used to a big kitchen with a range cooker.
You could, I suppose,
Yeah.
take that dining
Yeah, you
table
could.
out if you've got that
Yeah,
one
and
through
then
there.
yes, because you got that
Dining room in
there.
there, haven't we?
Yeah.
The other hope to cling on to is that there was planning permission to extend this kitchen right to the boundary,
All right.
which would in effect
So you could open it up.
double or triple the size of your kitchen.
Yes.
While the kitchen's not ideal for Susan, there's definitely potential to expand here. But now we're heading to see what the upstairs has to offer. Up here there's a very good-sized double room, one option for the master, plus an adjoining bright family bathroom with wooden floor. The next bedroom on this level is a very characterful affair, which currently houses twin beds. Up a further flight of stairs is the third bedroom, which provides Peter and Susan with another option for a master bedroom.
Wouldn't that make a good family room with the double, twin
Yeah.
beds there and yeah.
And also
Excellent.
you've got some fitted
Oh yes,
cupboards
plenty
and
of
stuff here.
storage. There's not enough room for all my stuff.
No, here.
Now we're getting into it.
Yeah.
Now you know
I
what
could,
You got a lot of
I
stuff.
could get mine into that little box over there. But anyway.
Then you've got two other
Yes.
rooms to explore as well. I'll let you
Yeah.
do that in your own time.
Yeah.
But let's go and have a look at the annex, shall we?
Yes.
Okay.
Go on, you lead the way. Watch your head.
Thank you. Oh, yes.
So far so good. This house has the potential to give them everything they're after. Now for the annex, which was originally the old forge. And this is the vital last part of the puzzle. What do you think?
It's
Very nice.
Very nice
Yeah.
as a holiday let.
Yeah.
Just about the right size, this.
This is the living space. You've got a good-sized bedroom through there, ensuite.
Oh, yeah.
And then upstairs you've got two other bedrooms as well.
Ah,
But it's
brilliant.
very much, I would say, a family let.
I would be happy
Yeah.
here,
If I came here, yeah.
for a holiday let, from what I've seen so far, yeah.
Outside, as well as housing that double garage, the land is mostly laid to lawn and looks out onto the surrounding countryside. Looks pretty impressive from here, doesn't
It
it?
does.
All of this comes at a price, so who's going to go first? And I can find out who the real boss is.
I would say £575,000.
575, okay.
I'm going for 550 with my hopeful hat on.
Okay. Well, it's right in the middle. It's currently on the market for £560,000.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
So it gives you a bit of money to play around with.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, for the kitchen
Putting
extension.
a bigger kitchen in, yeah.
You've gone a bit quiet.
Yeah.
Your body literally went from here to... Yeah, it did.
I don't know, it's a beautiful house, but it's just not quite what I had in mind.
Well, listen, it seems to me I'm a bit confused because I went round and I thought that you were really positive about all of it, really, apart from one room in particular.
Yeah.
So maybe go back in and...
Go in and have a look.
yeah.
Yeah. All right then.
And
Yes.
I'll meet you by the front door.
Okay,
Have another
thanks.
look.
Good luck on convincing her. Well within their budget at £560,000, this gorgeous historic property has everything they asked for, on paper at least. It has a light living space, a good-sized kitchen with potential to extend, 3 bedrooms, an annex set up as a holiday let, a double garage for bike and car storage, and a manageable garden.